There's no doubt about that. He should be granted bail. If it's not granted bail, I'll be surprised, because bail is the offenses that are not bailable are offenses that carry capital punishment, like death and life imprisonment. They are ordinarily not bailable. But offense of this nature, no matter how much is involved, is bailable. And having been granted bail, I think is in line with my expectation, and it's not new as far as I'm concerned. I was surprised.
The judge held that Emefiele be kept in Kuje Correctional Center till he meets the bail condition, and some persons are really not. They're finding that very funny. What do you think?
No, what it means is that, you see, when you are giving bail in court, just like there are conditions attached to it. Okay. They said there must be a shorty. It's granted bail in sum of 300 million naira, and we're two shorty in the next one. What it means is that those two shorty that will be standing for you to stand for you as a shorty.
Okay. Hello.
300 million naira and I'll give it to court. No, except the court say otherwise. Except the court say, look, you must deposit this money. If there is no deposition, if there is no order as to deposition of money.
Okay. Hello, barrister.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now.
I said what it means is that the two people that will be standing for him as shorty will have to show by way of affidavit that they are worth 300 million naira. They will have to confirm that. You can't see they brought 300 million naira to the court, except the court says otherwise. That look, you must deposit this money. If not, they don't have to deposit money. They would only do an affidavit confirming, stating that we are worth this, we are worth that, and this and that. So in other words, two people must worth 300 million naira, and then once he's able to bring those people and the necessary verification is done. In other words, the police and the court will verify those people whether they are genuine or fake, and then they also verify some of the information brought by them. So once that is done, he will be released.
Okay.
Depending when that is done, he will be kept in the custody.
He'll be kept in custody.
Yes, that's the meaning.
So
that's why he's going to Kuje prison.
So it means it's not about Emefiele bringing out the sum of 300 million naira. All right, it's about the shorties, right?
No, it's about the fact that it's about shorty. Those who will stand for him as shorty must show that they are worth 300 million naira. That's it. It's not for him to bring 300 million naira. Except because say otherwise, because there are some circumstances when the court will say you must deposit so amount of money. So I have not read that judgment to know whether that ruling to know whether or not that condition is there. But if it's not there, if it's just about granted bail with two shorty in the life sum of 300 million naira, then what they need to do is to do an affidavit.
Okay.
Confirm the worth 300 million naira.
Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, thank you so very much for helping us understand that. But then let's move straight to some other issues quickly. We're going to be touching it pam once. I mean, as quickly as possible. I don't know how you look at these. I mean, what Tinubu said recently. I don't know how you weigh that statement. Tinubu has assured the German business community that with Nigeria's stable political landscape, foreign investments in the country Nigeria have become secure. Praising the system of successful democratic transmission in Nigeria since the inception of the Fourth Republic in 1999, Tinubu told German business community since 1999, he said, we have witnessed changes in democratic governance with peaceful transfers of power within and between parties. So what he's saying in essence is that with stable polity, foreign investment in Nigeria, that the country is now secure for business. How is this statement coming to you?
Can you please repeat your statement?
All right. I said he has assured the Germany business community that with Nigeria's stable political landscape, in quote now, that's where we're drawing all of this from. With Nigeria's stable political landscape, foreign investments in the country Nigeria have become secure. That is, foreign investment has become very, very secure. So everyone is good to invest in the country because our our landscape is secure, as it were. How is that coming to you?
That is laughable. And that is laughable, and that is a deceit. Laughable in the sense that, look, political stability, without security stability, we have insecurity, we have other insecurity in this country. We have electricity insecurity, we have the insurgency insecurity, we have other insecurity in Nigeria. And then you're not saying because we have a stable political situation in the country, that's a guarantee that they can come and infect. You see, I appreciate the energy of the president. I appreciate what he's trying to do to go and market us abroad. I think what he's doing now is premature as far as I'm concerned. And
hello, barrister. Hello. You said what he's doing currently is premature, and that you you like the fact that he's trying to market the country, outside Nigeria. But then what he's doing is kind of premature, and maybe you want him to do it in a different way, or you might say it's not now, right? Is that what you were talking about? Or maybe you should have waited to make sure things are kind of normalized in the country, because so far some Nigerians are even saying a polity is not stable. The business, so many things in the country are not stable. Investment is not it's not pullable a whole lot. But then I don't know what you mean by it is not the right time. I mean, it's premature for him to be saying all of these things he's saying. Maybe you help us understand better what you were talking about, right? How about that, Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid? Are you there? Hello? Hello, Barrister Tunji. All right, we're going to be joining him. So we're just going to be fine. We'll find a way to reconnect again and see if it will be better this time around. But then this is VOP 90.3 FM. In case you don't know, let me see if I can read that out so you can understand exactly what the president is talking about. He said it in Berlin yesterday. He said it in Berlin yesterday at the 10th German-Nigerian Business Forum. Tinubu said with a resilient democracy, Nigeria was well primed to attract foreign direct investment. Barrister Tunde, talk to us. We can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying that, look, what the president is doing now, I think it's premature for me. And it's not, what I mean by premature here, I'm saying it should not be our priority for now. What I expect the president to do is to provide an enabling environment in Nigeria. That will make Nigeria comfortable, make Nigeria attractive. When that is done, we will not even go anywhere. They're on their own. We come to Nigeria and beg you to take the world to invest. In other words, ensure that this insecurity we are seeing in this country today are no longer will not be there. Ensure that we have a stable electricity supply. Ensure that the citizens are not talking about hardship. Ensure that our policy, that we have a stable policy. That's why I expect the president to be saying that, look, we no longer have a somersault policy. And for me, since this government came into power, the major policies they've made, they've reversed them. This will not encourage foreign investors. You must also you must also assure them that the rule of law is now being respected in our country. That is not correct. Okay. There is no respect to the rule of law. There are so many order of court that has been disobeyed by past and present and the government. The issue of following the rule of law must be in other words, because any investor that wants to come to the country, we want to be sure that, look, if there's an issue, I should be able to go to court and get justice. If you are not guarantee of justice or respect for rule of law, you will not be willing to come and invest in that country. If you are not guarantee of security, you will not be willing to come and invest in that country. So in other words, the president should be more concerned about providing enabling environment in this country before going out to market. When did you see UAE government come to Nigeria and start begging us to come and invest? When did you see UK or US government come to Nigeria and start begging us to come and invest in their country? We are on our own, struggling to even go there to invest because they have the enabling environment. So if we have the enabling environment, we will not even go anywhere. They will be the one coming to beg us to say we want to invest in your business, and that's why I say it's premature. If you put property in place, they will come to you and they will invest. As it is today, the world, we now have a global world where whatever that happens in your country, even when it doesn't happen, everybody now knows. Unlike before, that you go there and tell them guys, they will only realize when they come to that country. Today they know everything, they hear everything, they see everything. They know what we are facing in our country. They know how things are going. They know the level of insecurity that we have in this country. In fact, they know more than us because they will have done their they are doing their due diligence. So for me, the president is not the priority that the president is taking as marketing Nigeria for foreign investor by going to them is not what we need now. What we need is come and make Nigeria conducive, make the environment conducive, both foreign and local will invest in the country. Even the local ones are not interested in people. They are aware that people already on grant are moving out of the country. Businesses on grant, major ones are moving out of the country. So what are they coming to do? They will ask you those questions, and then if they don't see the answer, they will not. Except we want them to come and pick our money and go, and that's all. No development. Looking for if you are looking for just that for them to bring their dollar in, and then after collecting the dollar from them or after spending the dollar in Nigeria, they go back without us seeing any development in our country. Yeah, if that's what they are looking at, they may have their way in that regard. But for me, because when investor comes into Nigeria, they will come with their dollars. But whether that investment will now bring development to our country, a different ball game. Because I tell you, they will not stay long with the decision we have in our hands.
But yeah, let me quote the president here. He said, "For those who feared various obstacles, look at me. I come from private sector trained by Deloitte. I served as the treasurer in ExxonMobil. Define corporate governance in any way, and I am in it." He went further to say, "I governed Lagos for 8 consecutive years. Today, I can proudly beat my chest that Lagos State is on the horizon and the 5th largest economy in Africa, rising from ground zero. This is a track record that led me to the presidency. Nigerians voted for me for reforms, and from day one of my inauguration, I implemented the reforms. My inaugural speech did not disclose what I will do. I removed the fuel subsidy that is a great burden to Nigerians from the moment I stepped into office. The arbitrage regime, is gone forever. Now, you can bring your money in and out as you wish. If you encounter any problems, rest assured that I have built one of the most reliable teams Nigeria has seen to address these issues whatsoever." How would you rate this statement? How would you place it? For everyone to really understand, would you give this statement a nod or not?
It depends on how you are looking at it. Is it a good talk or is it a reality? Is it the fact? Is it correct? That's the issue we're going to look at here. For me, if it's about being a good statement or good talk, I think it's good for if you say sweet talk, what they call sweet talk. Yes, that is good for it. But if you are talking about the reality on ground, I think it's far from the reality on ground. The president is comparing when he was at Deloitte. What year was that? What year was that? Even when I was in secondary school, the environment was more conducive than what we have now. There was no insecurity just like this when I was in secondary school. In fact, in my secondary school, I had not less than 7 or 6 foreigners. In my secondary school, not private school, public school. I have about 5 or so foreigners who are my teachers. They were my teachers there. So to tell you that the environment was that at that time, they were more conducive, and that was why those things were that he said about the Deloitte and whatever he said can be. It's not comparable at all. The situation we have now it's not comparable to what we have in we're talking about. We have security now, and everyone knows that. We have a lack of electricity now, everybody knows that. We have stable. We don't have stable economy. Everybody knows that. We don't have stable policy. Everybody knows that. So many things are wrong. Even the subsidy that he said he removed is one of the major. Is what has created our problem or hardship in the country today. They know this. All the people he's talking to, they are aware of all these things we are talking about. It's not like olden days whereby you just go there, they won't know. They know everything. So you can't bamboozle them, you can't deceive them. They will do, except those who are coming to just on their own. They know that, look, we are coming, we are going to make money. Whether we invest little and make money, and after a few years or 2 years or 3 years, we are moving again. Yes, they can come. If we are looking at what we develop our country, that will be sustainable, I think we need to put our environment in order if for us to get that. Then if we are looking for just temporary solution, just come and invest, and then after 4 or 3 years, just go. We don't know. If they are looking at that, yes, it's possible. They will come, they will make their money, and they will move, and then they will back to square one. If that's what the president is saying. So for me, the president spoke well in terms of what's it called, true talk. But in terms of content, or the only thing of what he said, I beg to disagree with the president.
You beg to disagree with you beg to disagree with the president because you feel that is not actually the situation on ground. But I also hope that you are aware that the president says he deserved to be listed in the Guinness World Record for reforms he had made since assuming office, on May the 29th.
What is the? You see, when we talk about reform that will not have any impact on the life of the masses. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a mere reform on paper. When you make a reform and people are seeing and hardship, you times 3 the hardship on ground, and you are talking about you're proud of that reform. Then you don't understand why you are in government. You are in government to make life more easier for the people. It's not about making life more difficult. What we are seeing today in this country, life is more easier for those in government, the political elites, than ordinary Nigerians. The ordinary Nigerians are still feeling the pains. And notwithstanding the fact that they say they were giving money out, they gave 5 billion naira to each state. Please, in your state, if you have been there, I've been to my state. In fact, I was there this weekend, and I will be there this week again. I will be there this weekend again. I didn't see anything that they have changed. People are still facing the hardship is still much. In fact, it's increasing daily. If you ask about a policy or whatever that you say you have introduced, that is not what kind of a policy is that? So should we be clapping for you for just removing subsidy in quotes, because subsidy is not removed as far as I'm concerned. They still pay subsidy underneath today. So if you are saying you remove subsidy and then that subsidy now created that to us, so we should be clapping for because you just remove subsidy and we are facing more hardship. As far as I'm concerned, I beg to disagree with the president. The president should just come home. Like I said, I appreciate his energy. Those areas where they are going, that foreign policy or direct development they are pursuing, is not what we need now. What we need now is homegrown solution. Let's come back to our country. Let's develop local content. Let's encourage the manufacturers and the Nigerians. Let's encourage people production in Nigeria. Let's encourage those who are doing business in Nigeria, whether big or low. With that, and then let's ensure that there is security in this country. When we have those things, then the investor on their own will come. We don't have to go and make it. So for me,
are you saying that the president has done nothing since he assumed office in May? Up until now, he has done nothing to be applauded?
No, you want to say he has done nothing? I didn't say that. Okay. Some people will misquote you now.
All right.
He has done nothing. I'm not saying he has not done nothing. He has not done something. He is trying his best. But what I'm saying is that his best is not good enough yet. It's like a student who sat for WAEC, and at the end of the day he got 30 over 100. Are you saying he has not done anything? He has done. He has done something. Did he pass? No. So I'm not saying he has not done anything at all. Some people will not go up and say he did not introduce this and that and this. I see what I'm looking at is this: whatever thing that he has introduced, what is the impact on the life of the Nigerians, on the life of our country? If you have the impact positively, if you have the positive impact, you cannot say yes. This has. Please, I don't know. Maybe you can remind me or educate me on that policy that has been introduced that have changed the life that has affected the life of the Nigerian citizen positively. I also know some people will tell me it's too early. 6 months, yes, I know. That the Friday that will be sweet. will be known from Thursday. I am saying that, look, from what is on ground today, that the president is boasting of, the president cannot boast of those things that he has done now because we have not seen the results. That's the point I'm making. Until when we see the result, as far as I'm concerned, the result of the today is more hardship.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Let's quickly cross over to what is happening here in Lagos State. Okay, before I get to Lagos State, let me paint a bigger picture here. The 36 states of the Federation have spent 1.71 trillion on procurement expenditures, including allowances, foreign trips, office stationery, aircraft maintenance, and more in the first 9 months of 2023. Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, 1.71 trillion naira on all of these things, including trips, meals, borrowings, and others. Barrister Tunji, where is that leading us to right now?
I believe that is one of the achievements the president is proud of now, because the states are making more money in terms of, according to them, that because of the subsidy removal, they are able to get more money every month. But we are not seeing the results. What we are seeing is that we are seeing people in government enjoying themselves and asking citizens to tighten their belts. We have a country where a state government will spend almost 1 billion naira for people in government house to feed for a few months, for less than 6 months. 1 billion naira to eat. What are they eating? I wonder 1 billion naira will know what it can do in the community. We can change the entire community into another thing. Yet, that's what some people are using to eat. We are in a country where what our priority is to buy vehicle for people in authority, for first lady whose office is not known to our law, for national assembly member who are doing well, at least all of them, at least the list of them have a 2 or 3 SUV before they became a state, or at least one. They have one. They are the one who are buying 160 million naira vehicle. So those are what we are using our money for is not something that we should be doing that's beneficial to the masses. So the money, if you ask them now, all the states, please, this money that you said you have spent, please come and tell us, come and show us what you have done with the money. Most of them will be frivolity. Look at Lagos State. Look at the inflation that we have seen. They be using 7 million naira for just a air freshener, using 18 million naira for fish or chicken or whatever, using 22 billion naira. They say it's 2 million, and they say it's not 2 billion naira. I don't know how that mistake can come up. You see, they spend money on frivolity. Let's show. That's why you see we are in the situation we have today, and the president is proud to buy yachts. We are in the situation we have today, and the National Assembly are proud to buy SUV of 160 million watts. We are in a country today, we have this in Lagos today, and we are buying 400 million naira SUV for the chief of staff.
Before we get there, Barrister Tunji, before we even get there, I would love to, reel out the spendings, the items that the spending covered. In this report, the amount spent on foreign and domestic travel, 1, internet access fees, 2, the amount was spent. Entertainment is there too, food stuff is there, honorarium is there, sitting allowance is there, wardrobe allowances is there, telephone bills is there, electricity charges and stationery is there, anniversary or special days is there, welfare is there, aircraft maintenance, and more. All of these things are there. And we ask, if we continue this way, where are we going to find ourselves in the next 1 year? By next year?
If you remember, when they said they remove subsidy and they will save more money, I said at that time, I said, yes, they may save more money, but that money they are saving will be spent by those in government as well for their personal use. And that's what we are seeing today. Please, can you, from all those things you are reading, please, how many is for health center, public health center? How many is for our education, our school? How many is for, how much is for our things that benefits common man and the masses? How much did they put there? I'm sure you will not see anything in that respect, in that regard. What you'll be seeing are allowances for those in authority, allowances for those in government, travel. They only care about themselves, and that's why I agree with the former president that democracy has not given us a dividend. Even no thanks to him, because he was part of the problem. He laid the foundation of the kind of democracy we are practicing today in Nigeria. He was there. He was an autocratic leader at the time. He remained governor as if he has the power. Anyway, it contrary to the law. So for me, those who have the government today are only there for their personal interest. So if you are reading all this out, and what you are reading has to do with the internet for the government office, fireproof for the government office, the other thing that has to do with people in government. How much has been spent so far on our public health? How much has been spent so far on community health? How much has been spent so far on our public schools and even some of the whether federal, university, secondary school or primary school? How much has been spent on it? You will see little or nothing in that regard. So for me, those in government, they know how to take care of themselves, and contrary to the principle of democracy that says it must be for the people. The people are left to just fight for the crumbles of ground. So it's sad that we're in this situation, and that is the kind of situation where we have. The president is going abroad to go and look for foreign direct investment. Where I wish him best of luck. I tell him, as far as I'm concerned, it's a waste of time. That we'll see. I'm not saying none of them will come. You may see one or half of them. They will come. They are coming here. Of course, they will benefit for their own part, not for us. They will benefit and then they will go. And that's the kind of foreign investment that we're going to get. What we need to do, we need to come home and then do the right thing.
As for the same situation happening here in Lagos State, I'm sure you're aware that the government of Lagos State has actually defended, the procurement of those XUV vehicles. That is what 440 million naira, for office of the chief of staff, and 7 million naira fragrance for the office of the governor, among other expenses. Now, it says that the expenses were in line with the country's current economic conditions, Barrister Tunji, in line with the current with the country's current economic conditions. Should we consider this guy is right at this point in time? When we say current, the country's current realities, we want to ask, what are the realities that you're talking about?
What reality they are talking about? Their own reality, not your reality. Their own reality is what they are talking about, not your reality. If they are talking about the entire country reality, the masses reality, then that is not correct. If they are talking about their own reality, I think they are correct. That because you don't expect a big man to be driving a car that is not worth it or that's not bulletproof. So if you are talking about masses, you see, it's unfortunate. It's funny in this country that we have people who call leaders, who are supposed to be in charge of our commonwealth, who are only taking care of themselves. Which country are we talking about here? The South that at this point that requires you to even use your 400 million naira to buy not even 400 million, even use 50 million or 100 million to buy car. Talking about 400 million. We're talking about one car here, not 5. SUV. So you see, I think for me, it's the excuse they are giving is not. The government is not even give excuse. The government only say they admitted that there is a mistake, and they will look forward to it. They will see how they can. They welcome a critic, and that will put them on their toes. And they are bound to make mistakes, and when they see their mistake, they will correct it. I think that is the answer the governor gave. The governor did not say that was not correct, or that is the lie, or the this and that. That was not there. So as far as I'm concerned, there was an admission that what they say was right, and they only say it was a mistake. What kind of mistake is that? A mistake that nobody will punish for it? A mistake that nobody will you see? Well, I don't blame them. We are not ready in this country to demand for our rights. We are waiting for by strategy, one social activist one Serap, one labor unions, one whatever to fight on our behalf.
I'm sure you would also recall, that there was a publication on Monday on the report how the Lagos State was caught in fiscal recklessness amid huge legacy debt, while showcasing how the deputy governor, Dr. Kadri Hamzat, got about 2 billion naira for the supply of fans, rechargeable lights, and fridges, while his wife got 30 million naira monthly for outreach to indigent Lagosians. What did you say?
He said it's 2 million. That was a mistake. It wasn't 2 billion.
No, he said it was 2 million, not 2 billion.
That was a mistake. It was wrongly 2 billion was wrongly inputted. I don't understand that.
And his wife got 30 million naira monthly. Yeah, for the outreach to indigent Lagosians.
Office that is not known to law is getting 30 million naira monthly. As what? As enriched for God. You see, we are in a country where people are. You see, those in government are too wise to enjoy themselves. If I talk about reality on ground today, Lagos State government should not even buy even a bicycle, because Lagos State government if you talk about IBM, what Lagos State government make in a month is what combined 33 states make in a month. Despite that, Lagos State is the highest borrower. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Very well.
They are the most states in the country. What are we talking about? And for me, I've looked around the states. I've not seen the correspondent what's it called, facility or improvement on grant. I'm very sure most people in Lagos State don't even know that there's what they call public water, because it's not running, and they have been giving money from World Bank since to do this, and the money has been shared by people. And we're talking about reality on ground. Reality on ground does not even require you buying a bicycle. Talkers of a 400 million SUV.
I'm sure that or rather, let me say, in response, Lagos State government said that while these expenses might be perceived, to be exorbitant by the public, it is not out of sync with the current economic conditions of the country. That was what the state said. It is not out of sync. It is not out of sync with the current economic conditions of the country.
The question will be asking them now: which current economic condition are they talking about? Which one? What are they talking about? Are they saying there's hardship on the ground, or Nigeria is enjoying, and therefore there is enough money for them to buy vehicle? If they are talking about that, I don't understand the condition they are talking about. Is it the condition that Nigeria is not doing well, or Lagos is doing well, and they can buy whatever they want to buy because they have the facility? So I don't understand. I need clarity as that. I don't understand the reality they are talking about.
No reality is you mean?
The reality that I know is that people are suffering, and we have been told there is no money, and that the people should tighten their bets. That is the reality I know. So if there's another reality that I don't know, I don't know about that. The only one I know is that there's hardship in the land, and the things are hard, and the people should tighten their bets and cooperate with the government. And that is a matter of time that thing will be sorted out. So that's what I know. But maybe it has changed that we are not aware of. I don't know.
Now, to check all of these things, don't you think is one of the reasons why eminent nationalists, let's talk politics now. Let me merge it alongside with politics, like what is happening currently. Eminent nationalities in the country, if you remember yesterday, urged the President Gbola Tinubu to initiate the process of implementing the 2014 National Conference report, saying decisions reached at the conference enjoy the support of the majority of Nigerians. Don't you think that with this implementation of the 2014 confab, it will go a long way to settle some, if not all, of the issues being witnessed in this country? Why
I agree that we were told that there was a good job done by those conference at those conference, and major recommendations were made, which if implemented will change our society. But I bet you, the problem we have been having in this country is not lack of policy. It's not lack of good policies or statements. It's about implementation. Whether how they implement it, who will implement it. That is the problem. So the problem I have is that, look, I don't know whether or not we have people on ground now, as it is today, to implement any good policy that will give us benefits.
So your issue now is that there's no one actually who will be able to implement this thing.
The way those in government are running now, they are running government not minding the people. They are only concerned about themselves. A situation whereby you said you save money and you ask people to be patient because of the hardship created by that by what you did that created the hardship, the subsidy remover. Then when the money came, what are you doing with it? You are using it to buy lottery for yourself. You are buying SUVs. You are buying for the office of the fourth lady that is even not unknown to law. You are buying a 7 air freshener. You are using 2 billion naira to buy to recharge what's it called? So you are using you are buying SUV for 160 million naira for members of the National Assembly. So what are you talking about? So even if you implement anything and if more money comes, more money for them. That's what I'm saying. They will just use it to enjoy more. At the expense of Nigeria.
Why do you think this administration would?
We're not be talking about lack of policy or statement or whatever. It's not. It's about attitude. It's about people in government. They should just change their lifestyle. And in other words, they should put the interest of the masses at the back of their heart. In other words, what they have now as priority is not the people. It's their own personal interest. If they have the interest of the people in their hearts, they probably whatever. Even if they don't implement anything, what we have on ground now, if it's implemented, we will be enjoying, all of us. But today, what are we seeing? We see people who are supposed to be. In fact, they are just insensitive. How can you, just like a father in the house that's looking for money to eat, that they don't have money to eat in their house, and suddenly they have 20,000 naira, and the father now says, "Look, my children and my wife, please, you have to be patient too. I need to go and eat a pepper soup somewhere first, and take care of my girlfriend somewhere. And please, just don't worry. I will take care of just tighten your bed. I'll take care of it later." That's what we are seeing today.
In Nigeria, some persons have said if you want something done, you need to make noise about it. And so, still talking about these 2014, confab, don't you think if people come together to talk about it, to make it, a pressing issue, to push for it, don't you think the current administration will be prepared or will be ready or will consider implementing it?
No, like I said, I'm not opposed to any a policy or a confab implementation. But what I'm saying is that what happened thereafter, the implementation I'm talking about here is to just recognize those things there, bring them on board, and then let's see how to materialize in the life of our people. That's where my worry is. We have those two things on ground. We have things that are beneficial to us under the policies. The policies being introduced by this government, they are not too bad, but the way Amaya is being implemented is easy. It's the reason why we are today. Yeah, and this, you see, the insincerity on the part of those who are in government, it's also part of the reason why we are here today. Those in government today, if you notice that this recently, the excuse now is that we inherited bad government. These are the people who are energizing the president at that time that he has done well because they were in the same party, or they are in the same party. They were telling us that he has done well. In fact, they said they will continue from where he stopped. That the death that has happened to us, he has done a lot, he has this and that. But today, the man is no longer there. What are we hearing? That the man spoiled everything. That the man gave us a empty treasury. There is a bankrupt. That is in society we're talking about. And some of the journalists who were also at that time saying we should be the president who did well, are also supporting them today by telling us that we should be patient with them because they inherited bad government. That is the insincerity I'm talking about. That's our problem. Our problem is not about lack of policy or statement or anything that is on ground. We have it, whether with or without implementation of that confab report. We have what it takes to take us to where we're going. But the issue is that who will implement it, who will put in at the first burner the act of the interest of the masses. That is what we're having. We have people who are only interested about themselves.
Thank you so much, Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid. But before I let you go, and that is before I get to open up the studio line so we can get more participation, I want to get your reaction. Nigeria's former president, I'm talking about Olusegun Obasanjo, has disclosed how the PDP lost the 1998 local government elections in Ogun State. According to him, he said because he turned down plan to bribe officials of the, INEC and of course the police. Barrister Tunji. And of course, some persons have come out to say the statement is quite it's long. I just can't read all of the statements. But then Gbola Oba, and some other persons have actually come out to say, hey, Obasanjo has caused enough problems for this country, Jare. He should go and sit down. I mean, some persons will say he's just enough. I mean, a lot is happening to him. He should go and sit down. He should retire and just sit down. What's your comment about this?
I didn't hear some of your comments, but I think I believe you are talking about the comment by the former president.
Exactly.
Yeah, for me, in as much as I want to say that the former president laid the foundation for the problem we're having today, because when he was in power, he didn't do it differently. In fact, he did worse sometimes. And why it was here in terms of obedience to the rule of law, in terms of when you talk about achievements, he has achieved more than any of these people that have come on ground today, because he laid certain foundations. He was the one that created the FCC. He was the one that created ICPC. He created some of the other major things that are being used today to fight corruption. He did other things that in fact, he cleared our basic. You know what they call basic? Debts.
Yeah.
We were owing money, he cleared. He did things that are very fantastic at the time. But notwithstanding, when it comes to obedience to rule of law, when it comes to fundamental right of citizens, when it comes to ensuring check and balances, he demand faith totally. And those are the basic feature of a democracy. If he's complaining that our democracy, we are not practicing, our democracy is not yielding dividends today, he was one of those who created the problem. But notwithstanding those things that I did, I think I align with him regarding what he said. So if somebody is bad, that does not mean he cannot say something that is good. So the fact that he has done something bad in the past does not mean he cannot say the right thing at the time. So for me, what we should be looking at is whether or not what he said was right or was not right. Whether or not that we need to change those things that he said, or look at those things that he said and act based on that to change our ways. And that's what we should be looking at, not whether or not he did bad when he was there. No, we're not talking about that. We're looking forward. We're not looking back in terms of we cannot be comparing bad with bad. Somebody that has done bad is giving us the way forward. Let's look at the way forward he's suggesting, whether or not they are feasible to be done. If they're not feasible, then we'll leave it. But saying that, look, we'll not even look at it because the man who said it was once there and he didn't do anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So for me, I correct the fact that, look, the president has done badly in terms of what he said, particularly when it comes to democracy, because he doesn't. In fact, he removed 2 governors or so, contrary to the rule of law, while he was the president, not military president, but civilian president. So he didn't give people opportunity of fair hearing at that time, and so many other things. So if you are saying that, but notwithstanding that, like I said, we still need to consider what he said and see whether or not we can leverage on it to change our processes.
Now, what some Nigerians are saying is that Obasanjo has come out to also, reveal the level of what do I call that now? The level of bribery, in INEC and of course the policing system in Nigeria. Don't you think so?
Like I said, if you are to look at the messenger,
the level of corruption,
the messenger, you see, if you are to look at the messenger, who miss the message. We should be looking at the message and not the messenger here. because notwithstanding all the things you said, like I said, I acknowledge that is duty of some of them. In fact, even more than those people here now. In fact, when you talk about those who started the corruption at the National Assembly, Obasanjo was one of them. When he was looking for third time, we know how he introduced Gbola must go to the National Assembly. It was for Atiku and Co that prevented him from getting his third time. If not for Atiku and Co, maybe Baba will not be there today. Maybe even be live president. So for me, he has his bad. But like I said, we should not be looking at the messenger. We should be looking at the message. For me, I will look more about the message than the messenger.
Thank you so very much, Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, for talking to us this afternoon. I really, really want to appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure to be with you.
All right. Do have a beautiful day today.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. VOP 90.3 FM. Check your time is 1:58, just 2 minutes before 2 p.m. Now, we have the entire 1 hour to talk, okay? But make sure, if you want to call me, make sure you make sure. Okay, some persons are waiting for when I would say, or waiting for me to mention being civil into it. But you have no option, man. You have no option. Whatever it is, make it or keep it civil. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Let's talk about our country. Let's talk about all of these issues and more, much more. Well, let me just take it one after the other, okay? But then, if you want to drop a message via WhatsApp, you're free. The number to send that message to is 0700 903 9039. Again, 0700 903 9039. Then to call in 0700 903 903 903. Can we go? Can we do this? Okay. 60 seconds for everyone. 60 seconds, and please move away from your radio set. Move very, very far away from your radio set, or just turn down the volume. That would be nice. Thank you. Let's go there. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon.
Yes, this is an anonymous call, please.
All right.
I want to talk about the issues you made mention earlier. Buying of the SUVs and other items for those holding the position in the government. For me, I would prefer, it's like they don't want the poor party to maybe probably to enjoy the things they are enjoying as well. Maybe they want to scrap the poor people so that we know that it's only the rich that is those in the government position that will be benefiting from everything in this country, Nigeria. Nigeria is meant for everybody. Whatever they enjoy, whatever they buy, the poor masses are also entitled to enjoy such. So if they want to do it so as to make things equal, they should do it and make sure that everybody benefits from whatever they are doing in the government. As for Limbo talking about him making Lagos what Lagos is today, well, I've been in Lagos. I was born in Lagos, so I know how Lagos was. Even the first name become the governor of Lagos. So he should stop saying he made Lagos be what Lagos is today and this and that. You understand? That is what I have to say.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate your call. Will Nigerians change the faces of terror milking the country to surrendering? Are Nigerians tired of being sick and tired? If so, pushback will come shortly. Nigerians will not surrender through threats coming from the career criminal politicians, but surely sooner than later, monkeys that looted the country to oblivion will head to the market and not return. I'll read more of that message. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is
Move away from your radio set, please.
Okay.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
My name is David. I'm calling from Alagbado.
Okay.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. My own contribution in this topic is this. You know, we Nigerians, we've been complaining. In fact, I was born into this. I've grown up. I'm still in this mess. And all my life, I remember when I was small, when I listen to radio station, all I hear is the same thing. Growing up, having my own kids, the same thing. Which means that all these things we are saying will not have effect on these politicians. They are bent on doing what they want to do. You know why? Because after all, nothing will happen after anything they do. So nobody cares. So a situation whereby nobody holds these politicians accountable to whatever thing they do. What do you expect? They will go ahead doing nonsense. But if it is in the Western world, when they know that any state they take will bring severe consequences, so that's why you see them being careful. So I think the best solution to this thing is two things. The country is even big enough to be one country. If they feel like this country cannot hold, if you conduct a referendum, let everybody go in separate ways and put the country in order. Or they should then allow the citizens to select whom they want to be the president. They stop imposing themselves on us. So if they do that, they don't want to let them conduct referendum. Let everybody go in separate ways and put the country in order. I think that's the best thing to do. That's my own interest in this. But complaining will always lead us to the same thing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your submissions. Politics is interest. Interest is politics. Politicians who are fighting today were once friends. The ones who are friends today were once enemies. Once interests align, fight go end. Instead of them to implement policy that will benefit all, they are fighting over minority leaders. Olushoga Ajayi from Odonla Ikorodu sent in that message. We have several messages here though, but I want to also take calls alongside as I read your messages. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 0700 903 9039. Again, 0700 903 9039. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, welcome. I can hear you.
Okay, so what I can contribute, I'm calling from Muslim.
Okay.
My name is Peter. What I'm seeing in this, my name is Peter.
All right.
What I'm seeing in this politician, they are not fighting for the masses. They are fighting for themselves. If all of us can have one mind and stand and stood up one day and fighting, enough is enough. When they will put all the promises, they will say, oh, what not. When they get there, they will be sharing money. Look at Senate President. Instead of to checkmate the president and go, he now agree with them. Whatever money comes, he will sign. Is that the right thing? So that's what I can contribute. Let us stand in one voice and fight this government, fight this politician. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. All right. Good afternoon, Jude. The federal government under President Tinubu should spread his tentacles by probing people like former Minister of Aviation, Humanitarian Affairs, NNPC MD, Festus Keyamo, and even Buhari if indicted by Emefiele. If not, I only see this as a political vendetta. He just wants to pay Emefiele back on president's statements in Germany. He should concentrate on the erroneous work waiting for him back home in Nigeria. Festus from Malapere. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Confidence from Mushi.
Welcome.
Please, what I want to ask that the thing that happened in this country, is it like this that we are going to be staying? Because the way election is going on, The way election, you can how it just went in the other states. And we just kept quiet. Look at the presidential own. Nobody thought. We masses, we even keep quiet. That means in 2027, the thing will still continue like that. It's just that are selecting people for us. It's not masses that are choosing people that will need us. What is going on? And we feel quiet too. Now wow, I'm tired of this country. Now wow. And even the media, we are just quiet and speaking grammar, no action. This thing is annoying me.
Thank you.
Let's don't work.
Thank you so very much. All right, let's talk to you. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, Mr. Judith. Good afternoon.
I bring you good greetings, sire. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my name is Ola Adewale. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. Welcome.
All right. Thank you. In my opinion, I believe that we have Nigeria has one option left. Nigerians, I mean, they per se know where money bags are buried, and Nigerians basically in every part of the world, when we say follow the money, because that's what the politicians depend on. That's their lifeline. And if you know politicians' lifeline, you go for it. So Nigerians per se know the lifelines of these politicians. So the only option they can, the only last option they can go is go after the money. And once they can track the politicians with their money, with the looted money, then solutions will start coming in, because most of these loots are basically buried, most of them, in Nigeria. That's my opinion. So if you really actually want to solve Nigeria's problem, go after the money. That's my opinion. That's the only option we have.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate your call. Go after the money. Okay. All right. This person says that the politics or the policies this government has implemented brought hardship more to people now and then. This government is worse than which government? Buhari's government, you want to say? This government cannot save us and also cannot help us too. They are just there to defraud the nation. The president, Senate, governors, local government chairman. Well, Olatunji from Surulere sent in that message. All right. Just keep your calls coming in. I will take them. And of course, you can write me that WhatsApp. Okay. Good afternoon. Tinubu is whatever by saying he should be put in Guinness Book of Records for his reforms. This shows how our rulers. What are you trying to say there? Okay. Of course, you see. Thank you so very much. I think we should all be civil with the way we write. With the way we type. Just take it easy. Huh? Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Can you do?
Yes, good afternoon. I'm fine.
My name is Mr. Device Jesse from Oshodi.
Okay.
Our president is saying that his name will enter in the book of Guinness record, right?
Yeah.
That one caught attention. Yes, his name will be there based on the packages he has behind him. We all know the packages he has. So those things will make him enter the book of Guinness records. So all those things, yes, have to be the president of the country. And with all the people he has around him who are making the country to be better this way. May God bless us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sebastian from New York City. How you doing?
Uncle Seb.
Yes.
Talk to us this afternoon.
How you doing?
Fine.
Good to hear your voice.
Fine. I'm fine.
Good to hear you smiling and laughing again. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank God. Yes. Nigeria matter is the entire person. Just hearing the president yesterday exerting himself, it just make me personally weep for the country. When we all know what happened, we knew what happened. The election wasn't fair, wasn't free, wasn't credible, and with all the let me use the word atrocities that happened that brought this guy to power, and to be beating his chest that he will put himself in the Guinness Book of Records. The election was not fair. There's no humility, and when you have this hubris, and you believe you are lying to yourself, and you believe that you really won it when the whole world know that you didn't win it. How are you gonna humble yourself and do what's right by the country, by the people? No, you see it as God-given right that you really want it. It's like you live in a dream world. It's like Trump all over again. Trump lost the election here. Up to tomorrow, he's telling himself that he won the election. It's the same thing in Nigeria right now. So with this kind of president that we have, there's no way that we're going to expect anything good to happen to the country, because you're not feeling the pulse of the people, because you are sitting in your high horse and just behaving like you're untouchable. You may be untouchable here, but the man that would touch you is waiting for you. That's all I can say right now. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so very much. I would want us to just keep it civil, mind your language on radio, and so we can all have a better conversation together, okay? Yeah, thank you. Just do that for me, and that's gonna be fine. All right. Let me see if we can read this message. The barrister Abdul Hamid, rich discourse, please. While I do not excuse OBJ from the present state of the nation, his time was a lot more bearable. In fact, people returned to settle in the country, unlike now that we are having mass exodus, Japa. So I believe these words are better taken as words of elders. He is the only past leader that has remained active. Please, do we see his activity as helpful or detrimental? Thank you. Simisola sent in that message. Thank you so very much. Good afternoon to you this afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, I'm not sure you're ready for us. Let's see if we can read this message again. Bola Tinubu addressing the world, calling to list his name in the Guinness Book of Record. Wow. These unprintable names, unreadable names. Please, you guys stop it. Or else I won't be able to read your messages. So, good afternoon. I bring you good greetings. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Kipi. Always safe.
Thank you.
It's an Ejide.
Yeah.
You know what got my attention was that your president, Nigerian president, saying that he wants his name, or that his name should have been in the Guinness World Book of Records. It can be Ejide. Please. Do you tell people to put your name in the Guinness World Book of Records? Yes.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Is it not your work? Is it not your work that will warrant or grant you your name being in the Guinness World Book of Records? Come on. What are we like this?
And some will be praising him. Okay. Now I knew what he meant. Like he said in the what group, what their group was. Let me know about my tongue, Gary, in the Guinness what book record. Now, your name can be in the Guinness World Book of Records, either negatively or positively. Yes. So indirectly, permit me to say, let them hold you responsible now. This is speaking now, not you, not everybody. This is my own kind of opinion. Let them come and hold you responsible. His name is already in the Guinness Book, in the Guinness Book World Records, in the negative way.
No, I don't think I would want to take that comment. No. All right, this person is saying, good afternoon, Judith. Nigerians, or Nigeria is in a big mess with those crops of alien politicians. They are not perturbed by the suffering of the masses. INEC and judges have sold us off to a merchant slave buyers. This country should be reduced to 4 or 5 countries. Liberia is not up to 6 million people. Leo from Idimu sent in that one. And you want to reduce Nigeria to 6 countries. Only, no. We are one, man. We need to pray for the unity of this country. The unity of Nigeria. Don't blame them. Don't mind them, okay? Okay. Ayo from Egbeda sent in this one. He said the politicians are bent on making the masses suffer unduly. We need to come together as a people with common destiny to demand our rights from these politicians governing us. Thank you so very much, Ayo, for that one. Good afternoon.
Hello, Jude.
Hi.
Hello, Jude. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
First, for your radio.
All right.
Thank you. You see, this country, this big company, not this company, sure. Everybody is lamenting should be lamenting. These are less by name.
Okay.
They should stop lamenting. This is a company. This is a factory. People who build it, they are enjoying it. They are making their money. If you have anything to make money in this factory, just make your own and keep short. There's nothing about it. Anytime I want to repair this country, please, you people should try and bring Yoruba, water, and Igbo. Let them sit together and let's talk about this country. Those people who are in the 80s, 90s, 60s, let them talk about this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, too, for talking to us. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jude, my brother. How you doing?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So my name is Henry. I'm calling from Ikoyi.
Welcome, Henry.
Jude, I want to help you to make sense of this issue of having our president's name on the Guinness Book of Records. My brother, Nigeria is a country of over 230 million. And our president is ruling us with a total vote of about 80 million, leaving 220 million aside. That is Guinness Book of Records. And this is the first time that suffering and the hardship has gone to this extent and nobody is protesting. Nobody is saying anything. So that's another Guinness Book of Records achievement. So the man is right, my brother, please. Let us include his name. He has done it. I never knew if anybody could have done better than this. So please, dollar today is the 1,150. The man has achieved a lot. That is something to be put in the Guinness Book of Records. So thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's talk to this person. Hello, good afternoon to you this afternoon. What's your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon, Jude.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Pitches.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. Jude, I don't like the fact that all you just wish for us to say is, this is the best man in the world. Nobody can say anything that is displeasing us. It's so painful. Once somebody wants to say something, even comments that you shouldn't disregard. Some you just cut off the person just because they want to say something that you must we come here, or should we come here and tell you that this guy is doing good to me? He's doing nothing good to me. He has, since he came to this, since he hijacked this office, he has frustrated my life. And you are telling me to come here and tell you that this guy is good without me, anybody that just say anything that you people, I don't know what you people want us to say. You should be praising somebody that is choking me. It's painful, man.
It's okay. It's okay. It's well. It's choking you. I think I can understand, so. But please always take it easy. All I want you to do is say what you want to say, but in a very clean, neat, civil manner. All right, without having to, mention all of those strange words or strange statements. Yeah, that's it. Let me get to read this message quickly and see before I take more calls. Good afternoon. Truth be told, being civil or not, these crops of leaders are very, very selfish, completely disconnected from the realities on ground. It appears that they live in outer space. They can't give what they don't have. Nigerians are at the stage where they have to come out and do the needful and take back their country from these evil-minded, what did you call them? Okay, Sahid Barua sent in that message. Sahid, okay, thank you. Good afternoon to you.
If I'm a Jew there, this is Mr. Silvo. Mr. Kibit Silvo calling back.
Okay, you are Mr. Silvo.
Yes, this is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's go with your civility. All right, yeah, I can hear you.
How do you expect me? How do you expect me? Taking my children out of school, I can no longer see, and you're supposed to keep praising that particular person. What kind of country is this? How can I be civil? How civil will I be? What? See, you don't push someone and then tell you where to fall. You cannot push me and tell me where to fall. So kind of loud. I tell them for my holding responsible for my speech. Then I'm holding responsible for my speech. So your name can be in the World Guinness Book of Records either negatively or positively. The system which brought this man to negative. So what are we talking about? Thank you.
Thank you to you too for calling. It's a good afternoon, sir. This is Ilfoma from Oshodi. These governments are not for the masses, but for their own selfish interests. May God help us. Okay. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. I can hear you. Go on, please.
Sorry, I want to ask you. All this complaint, I want to complain on the radio. All this, our government, politicians, are they hearing it? Or we are just complaining for empty complaint?
Yeah.
Because the complaint is too much. Every day by day, we complain, talk on radio. We are not seeing the results. I don't know, maybe they are hearing us or not. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. So I'm asking you a question. I answered your question.
It's well. They can hear you, of course. Everyone can hear you. Government, everyone. They're all ears.
It's true. I know they are hearing us. Because if they are not hearing us, you always say we should keep it civil. Because it's only the bad one. They are looking for the one that we will say. Then they will come and hold, maybe they will come and hold you responsible or other people in that office. It's only the bad one they will listen. They will not listen to those good ones advising them. Telling them they are not listening to those ones. It's only the one that will talk. They will say, I will say this, will say that. And they are looking for people that they will come and arrest. So the complaint is too much.
Yes. Thank you. we have a couple of minutes to run also, but then let's see. Let me just drop some information for you back to back. Okay, we hear that the Chief of Defense Staff, I'm talking about General Christopher Musa, he has revealed that some recently arrested Boko Haram terrorists in the northeast planned attacks from the prison in connivance with prison warders. Musa disclosed this yesterday when he appeared before the House of Representatives alongside the service chiefs and the Inspector General of Police. The CDS said about 73 unmanned forests had been taken over by bandits. He called for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, the self-acclaimed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, from his operational base in Finland. Yes. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, decried the rising cost of aviation fuel, saying it is hindering the war against terrorism in the country. IGP Kayode Egwuatu lamented that the police were operating in a very difficult environment, stressing that the current manpower in the police is grossly inadequate, and the criminals also know this. Okay, so you should know. Let me also let you know that prominent ethnic groups in Nigeria, including Ohanes and Igbo Worldwide, Middle Belt Forum, the Coalition of Northern Youth Groups, and Ijaw National Congress have backed the call by the Pan-Yoruba Social Political Organization, Afenifere, on President Gbola Tinubu to sign an executive order for the establishment of state and community policing as a way to curb the rising state of insecurity in the country. So it means that Ohanese, Afenifere, and of course the Middle Belt Forum are pressing for the state police again to come back. And a couple of days ago, I was reminding you guys about Amotekun. I passed through Ondo State a couple of times, and those guys are really, really doing great. Seriously, that state is calm to an extent, thanks to the Amotekun guys. So, for me, I feel we can have, these, we can duplicate these guys across the country. We can have some other stretch of state police around the country. For me, okay, just an opinion. Though, I'll take more calls now. Let's go. Let's take more calls. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. And then WhatsApp, if you want to write me quickly, 0700 903 9039 is the number to send your messages to. Good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my gentleman. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Larry.
Larry.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry, let's hear you.
I want to say something. The man who said that they should extradite Simon Ekpa. Is it Simon Ekpa that found Boko Haram in Nigeria? Is it Simon Ekpa that brought Boko Haram into Nigeria a few years ago? They should look for those people that brought Boko Haram into this country. They mean that they don't know them. The leaders of this country are the cause of our problem. They don't want us to talk, but we must talk. A man talked about Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra. They went and they arrested him in Atewe State in Lagos. Up to today, I don't know how it ended. All they are waiting for us to say something that they implicate us, they will come and pick us. But all the good things everybody is complaining about, they are not doing anything about it. They are even happy. They are laughing. They are laughing at us because they are happy hearing us lamenting. They want us to suffocate in this country. I only blame the youth of this country. The youth kept calm. Why? This kind of thing cannot happen in North Africa. Cannot happen in Europe. One group of people, set of people in this country. What I mean by set of people, they are all everywhere. They are in the west, they are in the north, they are in the east, they are in the south. taking control of this country, destroying everybody, jeopardizing the you know the betterment of this country. It is very, very uncalled for. It's very, very bad. Their wickedness is so much. It is on a high rate. The wickedness of the leaders of this nation is on a high rate. Enough is enough. The youth of this country need to rise up and defend their fatherland. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Well, what we can do for the country is, first, pray for the leadership. And, well, I wanted to say vote for the right leaders. But then, it's well. VOP 90.3 FM. Can I take just a few more calls before I wrap things up? Let me do that. All right. I think I have this message here that I would want to touch. This person saying that I keep saying the fact because I believe the America and the UK British are involved in the suffering of the Nigerian citizens. Is it not the Americans that killed Gaddafi? If I'm correct, the wars and riots going around the world, they know about it and involve themselves. But when it comes to Nigeria, them go to face. Do they not see the End SARS protest or Lekki massacre in 2020? That was when I stopped believing in Nigeria and realized the Western world is holding Nigeria ransom. Whether we like it or not, these brouhaha won't stop in Nigeria until UK or USA take actions in this country. They are the world power. What's your name? You didn't drop your name. But it's okay. Thank you so very much for dropping that. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Akaja.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Okota.
Okay.
Concerning the last topic, which is concerning the security. Please, I want to ask, that 400 people that were supporting insecurity, terrorism in Nigeria, how about that list that they gave us last year? What are they doing about it?
Okay. Hello?
Hello, today they are calling someone as one of the persons supporting the insecurity. I want to ask those boys that were on rampage during the election, where are they now? We are saying if you don't vote for it, you don't come out and vote. Where are they? Have anybody said anything about it? You know, the truth must be searched. You see, it's high time we start, let them tell us the truth. You see, the other thing is that if we have insecurity in Nigeria, APC can never win an election. You understand me? Without insecurity, APC can never win an election. Who are the area boys? Who are the bandits? Who are the last men? Without these people, the people that is winning an election for them. They just impose this man called the Tinubu to us. We never voted for him. So it's hard to let them tell the truth.
Hello? Hi. Hello? Are you there? Uh-oh. We lost that. Thank you anyway. Good afternoon. Hello? Good afternoon. Oh, please kindly call back. Kindly call back. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I've been here. My name is Ijeoma Egwuatu. I'm calling from Ayelegu in Bokman.
Okay.
You see, I don't know what people are saying against our leaders. You cannot give a people leadership. We are not a good people. That is why God has inflicted on us this kind of leaders. You cannot be complaining when our leaders come during an election period. They bring money. You vote on basis of tribalism, and that is what they keep exploiting. They get into the office and they forget us because we are not good. So we are blaming our people who are at the top. Have we looked at ourselves? I had a girlfriend who left the university years ago. I myself have graduated for 24 years without a job. I have never complained to anybody. This young lady, because she's Yoruba, she graduated 2 years without a job. God answered her prayers. All of a sudden, she realized Moibo, Lenike, and the Igbo man, and she likes me. That is the problem. One of the little problems that is affecting us. They keep exposing all our problems, and we keep on blaming our leaders. God tells us that it is the kind of leaders that a people have that He gives us. If we are good ourselves, God will give us a good leader. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. I think I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. This person is saying, well, the president is right. Guinness Book of Records of World Records are two types, the wrong one and the good one. So, Mr. President, the choice is yours because Mr. Yakubu is... What did you say? It's okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Jide.
Welcome.
It's America on the line, please.
Okay.
I'll be calling you about speaking. I just forward the text, but let me complete what I have to say.
All right.
Mr. Jide, you know, Guinness Book of Records are two types. The wrong one and the right one. Because Mr. Yakubu, I'm the chairman, he wrote his name in the Guinness Book of Records in the wrong one. So the choice is the proper choice now. He told us, and we want our president to be in the Guinness Book of Records by doing good things. But what Baba is inheriting from Buhari is what he's giving us, worse than Buhari. So it depends where he will write his name. Let nobody blame him. But who am I blaming? Myself blaming is the people that is managing Baba and managing affairs of the country. Because not Baba the manager. He selects group of people that he trusts. But those people are the same thing with Buhari's selection. He can't tackle all politicians and they're expecting to get new records. It can't be possible. He can't be doing all these things and expecting good records or new records. No, he will be getting old records. So the choice is Baba choice.
Thank you.
Where you like to make you write his name. Because Guinness Book of Records are two types. Where wrong people write their wrong, and where right people write their own right thing. So,
thank you so very much. Now, quickly, let me take you to Kogi State. The Kogi State Governor, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, has queried 8 out of the 9 local government chairmen in the Eastern Senatorial District of the state, following their failure to deliver a single local government to the APC during the just concluded governorship election. The chairmen include those of Omala, Ofu, Dekina, Ankpa, Olamoboro, Ibaji, and some other local government areas. Even in Igala, Mela, Odolu local government areas, and some other ones. Now, investigation revealed that the query was a fallout of the stakeholders meeting with members of the party, which was held last week after the poll, where the governor who spoke, expressed disappointment with the chairman for not living up to expectations, despite being mobilized to deliver their local government areas for the party. Well, as a result, he asked them to explain why the party performed badly in their respective council, areas, which are the aforementioned local governments, in spite of being mobilized to provide transportation and other logistics for the people before and during, the election. All right. A former national vice chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, Salihu Lukman, has cautioned President Gbola Tinubu and other chieftains against the culture of manipulating political contest through imposition, saying unless there is a rethink, almost all APC candidates for 2027 elections may be produced through impositions. Okay. VOP 90.3 FM. We hear right now that the Chief of Army Staff, General Tarid Lagbaja, has disclosed that the Nigerian Army, in its bid to tackle insecurity across the country, has deployed modern equipment for operations across the country. Modern equipment across the country to fight insurgency. The operations of these bad guys. The deployment of modern equipment, the army said, is to help enhance the fight against bandits, terrorists, and other criminal elements causing insecurity in the country, Nigeria. Few minutes before we wrap up this afternoon. Now, in case you don't know, there is what we call there is something going on. Actually, it's called federal government startup support. I don't know if you've heard it. I'm pushing out this information so that every Nigerian will understand that, hey, the federal government is trying to support, Nigerians. It's called federal government startup support. The federal government, yesterday launched the startup support and engagement portal, which is a key requirement for the implementation of the Nigerian Startup Act. The launch was announced by the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, on his X account. Okay? Yeah. He, however, invited all Nigerian startups, venture capital companies, hubs, and innovation centers to actually register. The National Information Technology Development Agency also urged all Nigerian startups, VCs, angels, hubs, and innovation centers to visit the portal, register, and explore the resources available to them. Now, below is what I want to read out. Visit www.startup.gov.ng. All right. Scroll down the page to reveal the options for startups, angel investors, venture capitalists, or accelerators, innovation hubs and incubators, and then select startups. The criteria you just get to read, just visit startups, or rather startup.gov.ng, and you'll understand how to go about it. Okay? Now, thank you so very much. I think you got the information, right? Now, to Osun State now. Police operatives today dispersed protesting members of the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, Osun State chapter, as the Chief Judge, Adekunle Ojo, resumed back to her office. The protesters had since Monday paralyzed activities in the State High Court in protest against alleged abuse of office and high-handedness by Ojo. But today, Ojo made her way into the premises, and the protesters who had left the gates to the premises open, upon realizing that the CJ had entered, moved towards where her vehicle was being parked and then started. So police operatives on the premises subsequently fired tear gas to disperse the protesters, and those at the scene ran in different directions. Well, those are the informations I have for you this afternoon. Okay, what I will do now is I will just take 3 more calls and then wrap things up this afternoon. Are we good? Let's just take 3 more calls and we're done for today. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. I'm talking about the lucky 3. 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tammy Judy.
Good afternoon.
This is Tayo calling from Ogba.
Welcome, Tayo.
Yeah, on whether they can bring investors into this country. President Obasanjo used 4 years running around the world, plotting the whole world. He couldn't bring any. As far back as 1970, 1973, 74, I had a privilege to be reading CIA reports on Nigeria, not only Nigeria. The CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, they file report on each country back to their government every month. When you go for asylum hearing in America, there's no way the judge will rule on your asylum case without referring to what is the American CIA report on Nigeria. So if I told you that I've had the privilege reading American CIA report 20, 30 times, it's an understatement. Not only American CIA, the KGB, the Mossad, the Israeli, the Scotland, all of them, they are in each country filing report on every sector back to their government. They file reports. The time I wanted to bring a semiconductor into this country, my wife worked there. I don't marry to a Nigerian woman, I married American. Only South Africa is having semiconductor industry in the whole of Africa. We have secured about 42 acres right from Ogeri along the Ibadan Expressway here because my wife worked there. It was the CIA report. I'm talking far back 1989. It was the CIA report that knocked everything off. The CIA said we don't even have record. That we cannot even number our houses. We don't know how many streets we have. They talk about the judiciary. That judiciary is just on paper. If you go there as an investor and you have whatever dispute with your workers, it's right there in the CIA report that they will adjourn your case to the attendant come. All these allowances, they documented. It's a start that which company will come here and it can be it. You will be you will be collecting house allowance, car allowance. There is no allowance over there. Even our colonial master, the UK, call anybody from UK to tell us whether they are paying allowances there, whether they are House of Rep members there, whether they are paying them allowance to buy cars.
All right.
So these are the things. When I wanted to get, I was the first person to sell computer in Nigeria.
I have to let you go now.
1989.
I have to let you go now. Thank you. Thank you so very much for talking to us this afternoon. Okay. Let's see if we can. Let's go on a very, very short break. Just 30 seconds. All right. And I will be back before we wrap things up this afternoon.
Join the coolest kids at this year's Love and Life Fest with Prince Emmanuel and Endless Ocean, Ima OMG, and other cool artists on the 10th of December 2023 by 4 p.m. Venue is the Lekki Leisure Beach, Victoria Island, Lagos. Gate fee is 5,000 naira. Media partners, VOP 90.3 FM. Love and Life Fest is refreshed by Malta Guinness and powered by Octa FX.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. At this point, can I take one more call? Oh, I promised 3, right? That's the first one. Okay, let's do more. Let's do 2 more rather before we run. Good afternoon to you. Hello? Okay. 0700 903 903 903. Like I said, just 2 more and we're done. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Michael.
Welcome, Mike.
Calling from Wi-Fi.
All right.
So you're talking about insecurity, and you mentioned that Hannes Ndibo is talking about state police. Those people, they are confused people. See, what happened to Eastern Security Network? 5 years, when Nnamdi Kanu was shouting about security outfit that will guard Eastern East. They take it as a joke. At a time, Nnamdi Kanu have to bring out Eastern Security Network. They have to connect and bring what they call it, a bag or whatever they call it, to encounter the Eastern Security Network. Now they are talking about state police. Those people, they are confused. They are confused. They are totally confused. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. All right, let's take the last one and run. Are we good? Let's go here. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, having issues with your network. So sorry. Let's replace that with this. Good afternoon.
Yes. Please, let me make the call back, please.
Okay.
Please,
60 seconds.
You are yesterday guest. I hope you will be coming.
Yes.
Please, because you don't know why I'm telling you this. As a country and citizens of the country, you're telling me, if government cannot protect us, private security expert like you're telling me, can even tell the citizens what to be doing, to protect themselves, secure the environment. You are telling me.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what I remember.
No wahala. Thank you so very much. It's time to run. I'll be here tomorrow with a former commissioner of police. CP Chooks will be in the studio with me to look more into these issues. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Thank you to everyone. On social media, I am Ikami Jude, IKAMIJUDEH. On all social media platforms. And do well to also follow us, VOP, across all social media platforms also. That is at VOP 90.3 FM. YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM. Okay? I love you so much. Thank you and good afternoon.